I've honestly been trying to be a little bit more restrictive of um, the videos that I do, or restrict certain things that I say. And I'm pretty sure the people that I have been rocking with me know this. But with what I'm saying is, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the energy because of this, I have to be more quick with stuff. You're going to have to just catch the messages if you can. And then if you want to just go back later and watch it, so that you get to a point of understanding what's going on. If you don't immediately watch it in the first uh, few minutes of me saying it. So basically, it seems like when I first got into the energy, because usually I don't even go live at this time, let's go ahead and start there. But it seems to me like into the energy, because when I got into the energy, I had to pull these cards right here. I had to pull these cards right here. And usually I pull these cards in the morning, so they're up bright and early, they're ready, they want to, do whatever. So I was like, I felt the energy of being motivated. I felt the energy of going through the dark night of the soul and finally getting out of the dark night of the soul and seeing, being in the light and not just being in the tunnel. With the Eight of Cups being the first part of the card. Now, the way I did this spread was very interesting because this wasn't the normal way that I really pull. Like in the past 6 months, this wouldn't be a way that I pull cards. But I also pulled it very randomly because the first card that actually came out for this person, and I believe the first card to actually come out in all of the spread, was this card, which is the Five of Cups. Now, you may be wondering, what the fuck is this about? What is going on? What is this happening in the situation? Because to me, this is giving me the general energy of you, between you and them. Because we got the Eight of Cups in the front of this, which is your energy, and the Seven of Swords, which is closest to their energy, which is this right here is going to be their energy. And then this right here is going to be the energy that is just going on with the most potent thing. It's needy situation. And then the end game card, I got the Knight of Swords. So this person was a chaotic train wreck. This person's life was a roller coaster, or you felt like you were living on a roller coaster with this person. But the reason why I say that is because you have with the Tower card and the Eight of Cups, like you left some sort of situation behind that was bringing you down and keeping you stagnant or making you feel restricted or trapped. And so with the Seven of Cups, it's literally as if that could have been any situation, could have been anything, but all in all, it was a lot of people that were trying to be cold-blooded towards you, like they were reptiles, like they were in the energy of, with the King of Wands, taking your passions, taking your beliefs, taking your ideas, taking your creative side. And so with the Tower card, eventually that led to them, what card is this with the Two of Cups? Having to come into union with other people to try and come against you because God started to anoint you, and the problems that they were trying to put in your life wasn't working. And so the abuse started to subside, and then eventually the whole foundation is now starting to crumble, or is crumbling, because somebody was trying to come against the guys, the God's chosen ones, but God chosen ones. With the Two of Swords and the Tower, the Nine of freaking Wands. It's as if this person was trying to get and gather people together to make you the one who had to suffer, to make you be the one to have to take the fall and to take the blame for a certain situation or particular circumstance. And with the Seven of Cups, it was too many illusions around the situation, too many things happening, and it was as if with the King of Wands, they were trying to portray themselves to be somebody that they're not. With the Moon card, and it was a secret. They were trying to present themselves to be a certain way with the Moon card and the Seven of Wands. So now it's like as if whatever happened with this person is now they think you're to be the blame for it, especially with the Knight of Swords. Because this person isn't understanding how to be the Knight of Cups, to be endearing, to be understanding, to understand what self-love is to a certain degree, to a certain extent. 451 as I say that. So it's as if you got to a point of using your intuition and leaving something behind, but you had to sneakily do it because this person was chaotic. This person was chaos is what I just heard, but I meant to say chaotic. This person is chaotic, and you had to leave this person behind because of the simple fact that whatever was happening with the Queen of Cups, you had to learn to love self. You had to learn to get into a situation of self-love and self-healing with the Dagon Cups, so that you can manifest the things that you envision yourself to do in the future and the things that you desire. With the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Let's see what's going on. Clarify the Eight of Cups with the Tower card. With the Three of Wands, so you had to go on your own journey. 551 as I say that. You had to go on your own journey. You had to go on your own journey when it came to you and your growth. Because you were, with the Whale card, overwhelmed with situations that was causing you, 606 as I say that was causing you to feel like you didn't love self and you didn't understand self. With the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, because I was about to say the Ace of Cups with the World card, but that situation has come to a completion. So you had to come out of that energy. You had to leave that situation behind. You had to find self within knowing who you are. And with the Seven of Cups and the King of Wands, let's see what's going on with the Seven of Cups and the King of Wands. With the Two of Wands, you got to a place of knowing that this person was watching you. You got to a place of knowing that this person was trying to make you to end who you are as a person. With the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, to a point where they were trying to lead you to a place of where you could, a place where I used to say a place of no return, a place of feeling like incapacitated or not inhabiting the things that you want. What else going on with the King of Wands and the Moon card? Is this the Empress? The Empress card, but you leveled up. With the Empress card, you leveled up, and you leveled up from listening to your intuition and listening to what God was telling you. And that's what the title is about. Knowing your self-worth, pretty much. Because you reap what you sow, and you've sown good seeds. So now you can sit back and laugh with the Lord because the war has already been won. This person is still trying to fight a battle that can't even be undone. Because now they're trying to, with the Ace of Pentacles, use money against you, or they were trying to use money against you at one point in time to make you feel like you weren't worthy, or like you had to start over a new cycle or start without them, and you weren't going to be the one, and you weren't going to be anything without them, and you're not going to go anywhere. And it seems to me that you are getting into the energy of, with the Four of Cups, being uninterested and finding people who are trying to make you feel less than and make you feel like you didn't deserve the things that you didn't deserve, with the Ten of Wands and the Four of Cups. The things, focusing on the things that you didn't deserve and the things that you did deserve, trying to mask out that they didn't actually like you. But God came in and pulled all that out of it and uprooted you out of there. He pulled the weeds out of the grass in the garden. He maintenance you when you couldn't be maintenance, when you was on your deathbed, when you was depressed, when you was asleep, and you couldn't get to the things that you wanted to manifest and to acquire because of the simple fact that you couldn't get to a point of letting go of this past person that was trying to keep you stuck and stagnant. And so you ended up seeing beyond what people were seeing. And with the Lover's card, you started to realize that you fell in love with yourself. With the Eight of Wands, you fell in love with yourself, and you started to balance out your masculine and your feminine energy. And now you're blossoming and going further than you've ever grown before. With the Chariot card, now you're going to better. Now you're motivated. Now you can see that the motivation spells were meant to bring you down. That the depression spell, the no money getting spell, or the no acquiring any type of financial stability so that you can survive is now gone, because you've seen through the illusions. You've seen through all the people that were trying to bring you down. You've seen through the things that were trying to keep you and down and out, kick you down and out. With the Four of Pentacles, but still you rise. Still you stand to the occasion. still, that's what I said in my last short. Y'all can go check that out. You still rose to the occasion, and you realize that with the energy that was brought to you was supposed to broadcast a situation that was supposed to be your ending, and it was only a completion for a test. With the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, while people were working against you, while people were lying on you, while people were telling people about your situation, with the Five of Swords, with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, you worked and honed in on your skill, honed in on your craft, honed in on the things that you could work on to get your mind distracted. But instead, it turned into a passion. With the King of Pentacles, now you're about to manifest all the things that you desire, all the things that you want to, all the things that you believe in, all the things that you wanted to manifest in the first place. With the Six of Swords, because you left this energy behind that was no longer serving you. All of this is clarifying the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords with the King of Pentacles. With the Ace of Swords, now they have no ideas how to get back to you. They have no ideas how, well, you have no idea to get back to them, because you are now healing your inner child. And these people are still trying to figure out a way to try and pick up the dandelions and wish upon a star to try and come back in and ask for you something. And ask for the things when you already acquired all of the things that you wanted to manifest. You are already on your victory there. You're already in there. You're already, but this time, you're not the one that's going to perish. You're not the one that's going to be on the down and out because of a scheme that was ployed against you. Because of people trying to come against you. That's all that this is about. These people are trying to come against you, like they did Nick, to try and get to a point of you feeling like you couldn't get what you wanted, and then they tried to do certain things to you, and you still survived it. You still got through it. What's going on? With the Knight of Pentacles, you got 12-12 as I say this. You got through the energy of knowing that you were going to get to better eventually. The grass was greener on the other side. Yes, indeed, with the Six of Pentacles. You've seen that the grass is greener on the other side with the Knight of Pentacles. And you started putting back into yourself and back into the Lord so that you can get to a point of understanding where your placement was in His realms, but where you were in your life and what you understood for yourself. So let's see what's going on with the Two of Cups, because you had love with Him. You had love for Him. You had to learn from Him, and you had to get to better. Oh, this isn't what is it called? A free yes or no question reading. With the Queen of Swords, yep, that's exactly what it is. You put love into yourself, and you put and gave God first, and God said, get on your knees and pray to me. And you prayed to the Lord and prayed to and repented and hope for better and hope for more understanding and hope for better. And you are now getting the movement and the motivation forward to get to better. And with the Queen of Swords, you ended up showing yourself to be a person of jurisdiction in your own life. You could manage and check and balance other people in your life and balance yourself out at the same time. And so with the Devil card, you had toxic energy that was trying to get towards you and trying to make you go and do things that you weren't feeling called to do. With the Page of Wands, they were trying to get you caught up in a situation so that you can get stuck and stagnant. With the daggone Artist card and the Star card, still rose to the occasion. You rose to the occasion, and you were not allowing anybody in your life that was going to keep you stuck and stagnant and unmotivated. Like this person was. Let's go ahead and get into this buffoon's energy, child. So it's literally like confirmation. It's literally like whatever this person was trying to do, they got all the bad cards. No fucking shade, dog. But with the Five of Cups, it was as if this person was literally playing cat and mouse and playing on the defense to try and see if they could come in and make you be like, oh yeah, this person gonna fall and beg me and gonna fall to my knees and da 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 da. But now they having conflict and looking goddamn stupid because God had to, excuse me, Lord, I repent. God had to come in and show the people who really boss and who really did that won with that four of swords, and now everybody is laid to rest and everybody is tired, everybody's feeling fatigued because of the simple fact that you have evolved to better. You have gone to growing instead of fighting the fight and fighting the needling feeling that was supposed to keep you down and out for the rest of your life, and it didn't work out. Okay, let's see what else. What else is going on for this person's energy? Sun card, yep. It's as if you were manifesting the things to get to better, and now you have the energy of showing this person that you were happy regardless or with or without this person, confirmation. But this person is going to always be stuck without you. This person is always going to feel the need to come back to you because this person felt like that y'all were meant to be together, but in reality this person was supposed to teach you about how to be a family, how to be a mother or a caring person, a person who cares for others, a person who loves others. You could be a mother, you could be a father, or you could just be an intuitive person who's very, very well put together in some way, shape, or form. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's literally as if in the Two of Swords that you were not allowing this person to keep you stuck and stagnant because that's their energy on a consistent basis with the confirmation. That's their energy on a consistent basis. And instead, with the Wheel of Fortune, they did not get through the test and they didn't get through the understanding to get to a point of the manifesting part. They're not getting to that point. You know why? Because the things that is happening is trying to bring you, the things that were happening that they were trying to get to better and do better at was trying to bring you down. And that's not how God operates, and neither is that how God works. So you got to better and you did better. Literally. With the Hierophant, God don't work like that. God don't move like that. God don't move like that. Okay. I'm going to try and I'm going to go back to doing videos because I'm getting to a point of like, not even disliking YouTube or, what's that other word? Disliking lives. But like, I've been thinking about it for like 3 weeks, maybe to a month, where I've been like, yeah, I just want back on the videos because it's easier to do and upload. So, and it's really hard for me to stay up here consistently because it's hard to not even tap into the energy, but it's to stay consistent when it's always something that's bringing you down. It's always something that's trying to bring you down. 1818, as I say that, it's always something that's trying to make you feel like you don't deserve in some way, shape, or form, because the people that are trying to bring you down are the people that are watching. The people that are trying to bring you down are the people that are listening and trying to get feedback, but they don't want to come in and tell you. They don't want to come in and give you money because they don't want you to be better than them. They don't want you to be greater than them. They want you to be just like them, but they could never be on the same level as them. I am them, vice versa, because we weren't built from the same cloth. We weren't built from the same thing. It's very funny to me that some of the people that have been just trying to bring me on my downfall and only come in when more people come in. So I love the people that do that I know what I'm with and they be in my comments and stuff. But most of the people that come in be observers. They observe for a reason because they want to observe where my next move is, where it is I'm about to go, what it is I'm about to do. And they never get to any avail because they can't, to no avail. It's always to no avail because of the simple fact that they don't take heed, one. And then when they do take heed, God rejects their energy because of the simple fact that they were trying to not only, and this could be not just my energy, but other people's energy. And I told you all the energy that I'm resonating with is mostly what most people resonate with in my collective, but not every single time. Sometimes it's different, it just depends. But right now, it just seems like the energy is really focusing on me I'm probably going to take a week or two off because I am in school. So I just need to get back to myself and get back to my energy, because it really just seems to me that like people want me to be a certain way. People don't want me to get to the manifestation. People don't want me to get to the things of elevating, because it would only make them look bad. And like it has always been doing for the past year, has been doing nothing but making them look bad, because of the simple fact that it was remedial as fuck to try and put yourself in a predicament or a situation with me, and you are who you are. It just makes you look fucking stupid. And the fact that you even were in my comments to try and prove a point and still using videos and views and like buttons and robots to try and come against me is so becoming of someone who doesn't understand what it means to be a human being. So I wish you all nothing but the best, that have the best intention for me, but dust to you hoes that just only want to see me in a bad light. And that's all I'm going to say about this. And I'm going to keep this up. And I'm going to post the other thing that I was supposed to post in the first place. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. I will talk to my ghostbusters later about this live, because I don't like to ever lead them astray, but most of them don't even know what be going on. Like, they just do the readings and they do the understandings and they just run on the key, because I need to talk about certain shit. But like I said, people, it's only so many buttons that you can press, and it's only presses that I will be able to take. Because like I said, I have been doing nothing but getting on here, telling my truth, telling other people's truth, and people just been rocking me. I don't even know how. I don't see anything. I don't see not one of you hoes. I don't see any of you hoes. Bitch, when I get in here, I mind my business and I go on about my way. And when somebody comes in and they want me to relay a message to them, their ancestors, they allow me to be there. And if they resonate with it, they stay. But that don't mean I'm going back trying to do anything negative, anything harmful. I'm just making sure that the people get to heal, because apparently the government isn't doing that, physically, mentally, or emotionally. They're just trying to do it mentally, and they just started that maybe 10 years ago. So yeah, I do take this very seriously, and I don't be just trying to play up here and just trying to do that. So yeah, it is issue for me. It is a podcast. But it isn't in the way that you think. And it's not even about what you hoes are failing to realize. It's about the principle. It's about the point and the principle, actually. Because the point is to not do it. But the principle is, because of this, you shouldn't do it. Because it's the morale thing to not do. But you hoes don't even understand prospects. So, I mean, hey, what the fuck? I'm about to get off, y'all.